Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another exciting episode of Lucious Showcase. I am Lucious T. Now this week we're taking a look at a genre of games that traditionally I'm terrible at. And of course, a genre of games which now is getting really expensive. So of course, I had to have one, and we're going to look at it. So let's not waste any more time, let's check out the game. So we're talking about Truxton on the Genesis, and it's a 16-bit cartridge in case you weren't aware. I want to give a thanks to my buddy Alexi who hooked me up with eBay prices on this copy. Thanks for the bro price. He doesn't watch my show anyways, he won't care. So this was one of the original games on the Genesis. It came out in 1989, and it's a port of the arcade machine of the same name. And this is a genre of games, shooters, that I am very not familiar with, don't play many of them, not very good at, and historically haven't cared much for. You can call them a shooter, you can call them a shoot 'em up, you can call them a shmup. Some people get irritated if you call them one or the other. I've always just called them shooter. You have a horizontal shooter and a vertical shooter. Any of the shooters I ever liked as a kid usually were horizontal shooters, with the exception of Philios. So Truxton is a vertical shooter. And you can clearly tell it's an arcade port because of the way they frame it on the game. You have a very arcadey style monitor of your lives, your power-ups, and your bombs on the side, which just reminds me of an arcade machine. There are 3 different difficulty levels. There's easy, normal, and hard. And as I suspected, the difficulty levels only relate to your continues. So easy mode is free play, unlimited continues, just get through the game. Normal mode, you get 6 continues. Hard mode, you get 3 continues. So, of course, being a vertical shooter noob, I picked easy mode, and thank God I did, because that was the only way I was ever going to beat this game without significant practice, and playing it on easy mode gets you a lot of practice. This is a vertical shooter. You have 5 stages. Each one of the stages bleeds into the next one. You have a series of gauntlets, you have mini-bosses, you have another gauntlet, another mini-boss, and then you get to the end boss, which also has a gauntlet on the side. I believe if you kill the boss and then one of his little minions kills you after the fact, it still progresses you to the next stage. Now, one of the interesting mechanics that Truxton does is that if you die, depending on where you are in a section, it'll kick you back a section. So specifically, I really ran up against this in stage 5. You get to this one part where you have meteors falling at you, then you have meteors and guys, then you have guys, meteors, and then continue and so on and so forth, leading up to a mini-boss encounter with these 3 bros that is just, it's difficult. And if you die, if you get halfway through it, it starts you at the beginning of that section. But if you die, say at the beginning, which you're apt to do sometimes because it's a very fast game, it sets you back a little bit, and then if you die there, it sets you back even further until you get to the bottom. Essentially, it won't send you back all the way to the beginning of the stage, I don't think, but you get to a certain plateau where it's like, alright, here's where you set. Now, usually I wouldn't like this, but it actually comes in handy because, like all shooters, you die with 1 hit and you lose all your power-ups once you die. Now, this game's a little bit more interesting where you have your power-up persists through death until you upgrade it. So you can upgrade it, I believe, only twice. I never was able to get more than just 2 upgrades. So you have a pea shooter to start off with. It's a kind of a spread gun that's red. You can get 2 other types of guns. So you have the red gun, the blue gun, and the green gun. The blue gun turns into homing lightning, and then the green gun is a closer vertical shot that's packs a walloping punch. So you either go for the red, which is the all-around, you got the blue, which is more of an area of effect, but not as powerful, and then you have the green, which requires more maneuverability, but it will wreck stuff. You pick up S's, which are speed boosts, which allow you to maneuver more, and you also get bombs, which are little skulls, which at the time, when you use the bomb, you have a cool bomb animation that comes up, which wipes out every enemy on the screen, as well as all the bullets on the screen. That's one of the ways you can get through the harder sections in the game if you just die, use all your bombs, die, use all your bombs. Because once you are brought back to life, it always gives you 3 bombs, which is nice. This is a very, very fun game. I'm not a big shooter fan, but I enjoyed my time with it. Music, I'm still kind of on the fence about. I know that some people say it's bad, some people say it's good. I thought it was average. Nothing really all that memorable. The power-up system was pretty cool. It is annoying as hell, though, that I mean, this is just shooters in general. If you die, you lose everything. Now, it does have a little interesting side note where, depending on what upgrade you have, you can unlock 1-ups. So I found this one part in the game where, because I had the lightning gun, I got a 1-up. There was another part where I had the green gun, I got a 1-up. I mean, it's standard, enemy fair, it's some random story where aliens are... Who cares? It's just a shooter. It's an arcade shooter. And as far as they go, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's probably the first shooter I can ever say for sure that I beat, even though I played it on free play easy mode, mate. But whatever. I still got through it. Stage 5 is no slouch, especially when you consider that, as far as I'm aware, there is no significant difference between easy, normal, and hard. Because after I beat it on easy mode, I then confirmed the fact that you only had, you know, a certain amount of continues by just playing around. And when I played the round on hard, I got all the way to stage 2, which just shows I was getting better. And I can see myself playing more of this. This was fun, and it's kind of opened my eyes to shooters. So, well done, Truxton. As well as that name is just badass. Truxton. Apparently there's a Truxton 2 as well, but I don't think we ever got a home console port of it. But yeah, I liked it. As far as the rating goes, I don't know. I give it an 8. It's a solid game. Maybe 7 point. Nah, 8. 8 is right. This is a fun game. It's not perfect, but I mean, I'm not too familiar with the genre to really fault it for anything. There was no slowdown. That blast processing. Oh, crisp. But yeah, fun game. So yeah, Truxton. It's very expensive, so probably don't pick it up, but play it. That's your homework. And there you have it. Truxton. Great game. Pick it up. Alright guys, well I have finally emerged from my 60-hour playthrough of the Breath of the Wild, and I knew I was going to talk about it more just to make it brief and easy. 10 out of 10. Play it, pick it up, it's amazing. So that's it for this week. I am edging very close to 500 subscribers. I may even be at it now. I'm filming this like literally a month ahead of time. But just want to let you guys know that when I do hit it, if I haven't hit it yet, I'm going to do a Q&A, just kind of answering questions. So if you guys want to leave those questions on this video, feel free. I might make a separate video for it, but my Patreon bros suggested it, so I figured I gotta do whatever the hell they say. And one more thing, musty hobbit, you big hairy-footed fool. You the man. Alright guys, take care.